Okay, so hey 10 gauge. Hey 10 gauge. We're doing a cast assessment for T-Vivor 4. So we have me from season 3, Eli and Adam also from season 3, and Glenn from season 2, and Connor from season 1. So we're just gonna go in the order that they were revealed, and I'll just call out whenever y'all talk. So first off is Patricia. I saw her in T Brother and she kind of flopped, and I'm honestly rooting for her. I feel like she has the potential to go far, but a lot of people just like to make fun of her, and I feel bad for her because of that. But I really do hope she does go further in this game than she did in T Brother because I'll be rooting for her to. I'll be rooting for her. Okay, so Adam.
I'll definitely be rooting for Patricia. She's a bit of a character, like you could say, but she's also nice. Just because she's a character doesn't mean she's like rude or anything. I'm not sure how she's gonna play gameplay wise, but I really hope that she can get her foot in and get into some alliances. Because if she can't, that's gonna be her downfall.
Okay, Eli.
Yeah, I just want to say this cast is not good. So she's one of the people that I'm voting for the most. I hope people give her a chance to play, and I hope she doesn't flop like T-Vivor.
Okay, Glenn. Glenn, we can. Okay.
Yeah, my opinion on Patricia is that she seems like such a sweetheart, and I like characters like that to watch on a show. And Patricia, for being such a sweetheart, she's someone that I want to see on T-Vivor. Like, she's like Christina, she's like Kendall, like she's like Essence and Alex. She's a pure sweetheart who wants to win, and I hope she does. I hope she goes far. So Patricia, good luck, hun.
Okay, and Connor.
I like Patricia. I think she's one of the names that I actually remember and I can place who that person is. I think her biggest problem or challenge will be fitting in. I think if she can get a solid alliance to just fit in straight away and not seem like a loner or an outsider, then she can go decently far.
Okay, so next is Chase Bambino Swag. For me, I kind of forgot him for a bit, but like his video wasn't bad. It's just like he doesn't stick out that much, which is probably good for him because if you don't stick out much, then you're not really going to be targeted. I honestly feel like he's going to go far. I feel like he really does have the potential to make it to the end. If he plays like a good social game, then he can make it to the end. Okay, Adam.
Chase is really nice, but nice doesn't end up always getting you super far in these games. So I think that he's gonna have to do a little bit more than nice to get far. I think that he definitely has potential, but he's just gonna have to get into the groove. Like he said, he's never done like an org style game like this, so he'll have to get into the groove of what it is. And if he can do that, I think he can make it far. I think he can get to the end.
Okay, Eli.
He reminds me of Renner from our season. I don't know why. But yeah, I like him. I like that his video is at the beach. That's different, and I see him going far. Yeah.
Okay, Glenn. Glenn, if you're talking, we can't hear
Glenn,
you.
you're on mute. You're on mute.
Second, my things.
Okay, then we'll
Can
go
you
to
hear me?
Connor. Oh, wait, yeah, we can hear you.
He, he's
Never
freezing.
mind. Okay, yeah, we'll go to Connor while he
Just
figures it out.
Okay, so Chase, I think he'll do decently well. I think he's got a nice strategic mind when it comes to the game. I think he'll fit in pretty well. He seems pretty like generic, like most of these people. So, like you said, he doesn't like stand out and become an instant target. I think he can kind of blend in. I think that's just going to be his strength. And I think if he can use that to his advantage and then use his strategic mind, he can definitely go far and possibly finals.
Yeah. Okay, and Glenn, did you get your thing to work?
You know?
Yeah, okay. So what are your
Okay,
thoughts
good.
on him?
Okay, so with Chase, um, Chase to me feels like he's the typical boy next door sheep kind of guy. He's obviously gonna try and align with the stronger people just so he can get and win. I mean, come on, all people. But no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade.
Okay, so yeah, I kind of agree with you guys. I feel like he's gonna be more strategic. So let's go on to James. I played a game with him and he literally quit it yesterday. So that's not a great impression, first off, but I've only really seen him play with like the same group of people, and that group of people always targets him. So I'm excited to see him play with like a different group of people, and I'm excited to see how far he goes in this game. I don't know. I could see him potentially getting out early, but I can also see him going far in the game if he plays his cards right. Okay, so Adam.
I really, I think that James, I'm not sure how well he's gonna do, honestly, because this is a lot different than the games he usually plays, and even then, in those games, he doesn't really do superbly well. Like you said, he quit when he didn't get his way, when stuff wasn't going well for him. So I mean, I think he's gonna have to persevere to try and get through some of these hard some of this, because you're not just gonna skate by to the end and win. There's gonna be times where things might not go your way. That he does have a good shot of make at least making it to a tribes.
Okay, so Eli.
Wait, is he lagging? Or is
Yeah, he's lagging really bad on my screen, but I think he finished.
okay, James, I used to play a lot of group games with him, and he was good at them. But yeah, like you said, now he only plays with the same group of people, so I don't know how he'll do like with this. I hope he does go far.
Okay, Glenn.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're not lagging anymore.
Okay, so where did I cut off before?
We could hear you. It's just like really slow.
Yeah, did I cut off at all, or was I
No, you didn't
good?
cut off. Like,
Okay, so you heard everything. Okay, good.
okay, so Glenn.
All right, so James now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's correct.
with James, let's see. What can I say about James? You see, I didn't really look at his audition tape because I felt like he was boring. I mean, I'm sorry, James, but you kind of really bored the hell out of me. Didn't want to watch your audition tape, but if you can try and make big moves in T-Vivor, then may turn my view on you around. Again, just saying that you need to have more of a personality, and something that you're missing, I have that you don't have from T-Vivor. Iconness. Work on it. You'll do good, I promise.
Okay, so Connor.
So I think with James, I mean, he was probably, with all due respect to him, one of the most boring things I've watched. And for me, like, I like watching both strategy and entertainment, so I don't know how much entertainment he'll bring. In terms of strategy, I think I could see him standing out and like becoming in a minority real fast, and that's what worries me about him, because I feel like people, I think, will assume something about him before they actually get to know him, and that could hurt him. But I think he'll probably make like a swap, and then that will help his game. But that's just what I think.
Okay, so let's go on to Ojani now. Ojani's probably one of like the bigger characters in this game. I've played games with him before. He causes a lot of drama. So, I mean, I don't think he's gonna make it to the end because he causes a lot of drama, but he, I think he does have the potential to go far. I feel like he has a lot of strategy in him. Sometimes it just like blows up. So yeah.
Is it me?
Okay. Yes, to Adam now.
Freeze again. Why do I keep freezing?
It's
Hey,
my team
Dev.
Dev the link.
Okay, I can hear y'all now. Okay, so are we talking
I guess
about...
Dev can join in.
We're
I'm
talking about
shook.
We're talking about Ojani.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ojani he's a really big character. He doesn't hold stuff back like he was saying in his intro video. If he finds out someone's saying his name, he doesn't hold it back at all. So I think that he's gonna really have to try and work on that. He's gonna need to not lash out on people, because if he does that, it paints a target on him that might not have necessarily been there already. And I'm sure he knows that, but I still think that he does need the reminder of he needs to control it. And I think that if he can get in good with someone who's going to be able to help him control himself, then I think the two of them would be able to get far.
Okay, Eli.
Oh yeah, like you guys said, he's one of the bigger characters in this game, and I feel like that's going to hurt him. He knows how to play the game, but I feel like he's always a target. So I don't know. I want him to do good, but I don't see him doing good.
Okay, Glenn. Okay, we can't hear
Thing working
Glenn.
now?
We can
Okay,
hear
yeah,
you,
we can hear you now.
Glenn.
So, like, Ojani. I played so many minis with Ojani, and let me tell you how good of a player he is. People always misjudge Ojani and think, oh, Ojani is just Ojani. He's a drama king, you know. He's everything. He's not, he's such a flop player, blah, blah. Well, Ojani just because of his lisp or his uniqueness to and the fine print in books and everything. Act as if he is like, as if he's like a really genius, if you will. People are gonna say, "Oh, let's underestimate Ojani," but guess what? Ojani is absolutely smarter than what everyone is giving credit for. Up his sleeve.
Okay, so Connor.
I like Ojani. I think he's going to bring a lot of entertainment to this season, which I'm happy about because we need some of those people in this cast. I think he might come across too smart for his own good, because I mean he was talking about books and stuff, and I don't read a lot, and that kind of went over my head. So I can see other people being like, "Oh wow, this guy knows a lot." And also, he's gonna stand out. He's a big character in the game. I would love to see him go far, but I see him pre-merge boot.
Okay, and now Dev.
Okay, first of all, I didn't realize we were casting people that still attend daycare, but Ojani is a really good player. In Skype games, which isn't the same, obviously, but I went like head to head with him, and it's always like a different outcome. But he's definitely a good player, so he's either gonna go really far and not win, or he's gonna be pre-merge. I want to say he's gonna get like around somewhere around 10th place. Probably he'll probably be like the merge boot or something. But yeah, he is a good. I don't really like him, but he's a good player. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, and now on to Jacob. I love Jacob's like video. He was really extra in it, which I found really entertaining. I feel like though in the game some people might view him as a threat because he was kind of like cocky and like he was one of the more entertaining ones, so I'm really rooting for him. I really want to see him go far. But I feel like people are going to target him because he was kind of more extra, and it seems like the more extra people seem to get targeted, and I really hope he like finds a way to like not be one of like those extra people that gets out like really early, but be one of those extra people that gets out like one of those extra people that goes like into merge and like gets really far into like the end. I'm really rooting for him. So yeah, now Adam.
Jacob had actually one of my favorite. He had one of my favorite like intro videos like of all the ones. I really think that he's funny and he knows it and he knows how to make people like him, which I think will really either work to his advantage or work strongly to his disadvantage because people could see him as a threat due to it. But I'm really rooting for him because he has a strategic mind, and I think that if he can control himself in the way that he shows himself off as a person, that he might be able to make it to the far.
Okay, now Eli.
Yeah, he's one of the people that I watched the whole entire video. Like usually I don't do that, but I really enjoyed his. I hope he does go far, and I hope that I don't know. I feel like he can be entertaining, so I hope he is.
Wait, I have a question. Who the fuck is Jacob? Because I didn't see them all.
His was like the most entertaining one.
No, I didn't watch any of them.
Really?
Snowflake 3.
He's Snowflake 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Glenn seemed to have dropped from the hangout, so now on to Connor.
So since Dev hasn't seen this one, I might be able to get away with this. Why does he remind me of Dev? I'm not trying to be like weird, but for some reason he reminds me of Dev. It may be the long hair or whatever, but he reminds me of Dev.
They're nothing alike.
I'm sorry. I think I see him. I can tell he's very smart, which is good for him. For some reason I see him in that top 5. I see him going really far, but it could also turn around for him and he could be like out early. People could catch on and think he's onto something. So I think he'd go far though. I like him.
Okay, and now on to Dev.
Well, now that you said his name, I don't know who he is, but I played like one Skype game with him ever. I know he's friends with Master Pola. That's all I know. So I didn't watch his video, but if he's funny, good for you, I guess. But I don't say anything about him because I don't know who he is.
Okay, yeah, he was definitely in one of my top favorites. This was really funny. Okay, so now on to Cheyenne, who is the youngest player of all time. I mean, she really reminds me of Jesus123. I don't know why. She just really reminds me of him, and he's like a huge firecracker who literally will argue with people if they even say hi to him. I don't know if she's exactly going to be like that, but she does give me vibes of how she's like kind of similar to him. And being young myself, I'm really rooting for her because she's young as well, and I was the previous youngest person to ever play a game, so she took my title. So yeah, I'll be rooting for her. I kind of want to see her get into some drama, and yeah. So now on to Adam.
I absolutely adore Cheyenne. She's an angel. I've played games with her before through Facebook. So she's not, just because people don't know her doesn't mean that she was like a complete recruit now, like some other people. She does have some gaming chops to her. She does know a bit of this game and is a strategist as well. So just be crew in because.
Okay, you cut off.
Do I go?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
He cut off.
Wait, did I die? Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, you cut off.
He's resurrected.
Yeah, you cut off.
Wait, where did I cut off?
To be honest, I wasn't listening.
Okay, well, I'll just say what I said again. She's really strategic, and just because she's young, if you underestimate her, it will be the end of you. The end.
Okay, so now on to Eli.
Yeah, I don't know who this is. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Andrew casted her as like a joke. Um, I don't know. Like I feel bad saying that, but yeah, I don't see her going far. I feel like she'll be the Christina of our season, where she'll just talk too much and get voted out.
Yeah, she kind of does remind me of Christina too. Okay, so now on to Connor.
If Shine is listening to this, this is what you need to do. The thing I think she's gonna go in there and she's gonna be like, I don't want to be underestimated. But if you're like her, you want people to underestimate you. That's what she needs to go in. She needs to go in and let people have their pre-existing comments and judges, and she needs to let people underestimate her. That way, she can get further. And I think she has strategic chops, and I think she can go far if she lets people underestimate her.
Okay, so now on to Deb.
I have no clue who she is, but I'm sure I'll think she's an icon when I watch her video. So we'll just leave it with you're probably an icon. So we'll leave it with that.
Okay, so now on to Kaya, who is literally he's literally also my top as well. He's one. I have a Snapchat streak with him, so I'm kind of biased on this one.
I just
I
spit my
feel,
IC everywhere.
but yeah, I'm rooting for him. I don't really see him play. I haven't played like another game like outside of rookies with him. So I don't really know how he plays like group games and stuff like that, but I'm excited to see how he plays and I will be rooting for him. So now on to Adam.
Um, I love Kaya. He's really nice. We used to talk a lot a couple of years back. We were friends.
Oh.
But I know that he has a good strategic mind, but I think that, I mean, not to be shady, but he's definitely going to have to work on speaking clearer because he has a really heavy accent. So it might work out to his disadvantage a little bit because people might not understand what he's saying.
Okay, so now on to Eli.
Yeah. When it comes to games and stuff, he's kind of a mess. He's one of those people who gets into drama a lot, and I feel like if he does that now, he's gonna get like voted off really early. So if he tones that down, then yeah, he can make it far.
Okay, so now on to Connor.
No shade, but with all due respect, I really couldn't understand him either. And I think it's the accent. I'm not good at understanding accents, but I don't really know him that well either. But um, I think just based on watching him, he seems kind of personable, and I think that he could use that to his advantage. And I don't know, y'all said he wasn't very good strategically, but yeah, he might be able to do well.
Okay, and now on to Dev.
Okay, first things first, he is a psychopath. That is point blank and the period. Like, we were friends, and then he said he didn't want to be friends or whatever. Cool, I don't give a fuck. And then he messaged me for 3 straight months, like, trying to be my friend again. Like, he's crazy. But even though it's kind of dumb to compare rookies to it, he's, like, usually does really good in them. Like, I don't know. I think he could do good if he wasn't such a psycho, but I don't think he knows how to control not being a psycho. Same.
Like you?
What?
I said like
Okay.
you.
Okay, okay, yeah, I'm psychotic, but I don't know. Like, he pops the cake. Like, he needs to learn. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. He already messaged me on Skype wanting my advice. Like, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Dev's psychotic, but it's well controlled by medication, so he's all right.
I don't take medication. Maybe
Okay,
that's the
so-
problem.
Okay, so now on to Jimmy, BB5 lover. I mean, I don't know him, but a lot of people are saying I've heard a lot of people like talking about him and saying how they thought he was gonna get casted, so I assume he's like kind of well known, but I don't really know him, so I don't have like a good judgment on him. I don't really have anything on him, so I'm just gonna skip me on this one and go on to Adam.
Well, he was talking in his little introduction video about a little person named Tyler who was on last season, and he knows Tyler, and they played tennis together at the same college, and I really think that he plays a lot like Tyler due to me talking.
Well, it's hard to miss Tyler's big ass forehead. Anyways.
And I think I think due to what I've heard from Tyler that he might play a lot like Tyler, and so he definitely needs to change that if he wants to get far, because Tyler played a mess of a game and that's why he got out early. So if he wants to make it farther than in Tyler's intro, he needs to play like Tyler did.
Okay, so now on to Eli.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he likes me or not, but I would say he's one of the good people to be casted. I feel like in games he can do really good, and I don't know. I hope he makes it far because this cast is not good, so I will be rooting for him.
Okay, so now on to Connor.
I just want to say, Levanini, you really had to put a Timmy and a Jimmy. Now I'm all screwed up. I don't even know who's who. Thanks, Levanini. Anyway, I think I don't know him, but I think he could do decently strategically. Like, he knows Tyler personally, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna play like him. If he saw Tyler's downfall, he might want to try to do something different, which would be wise. So I think he could do decent well.
Okay, and on to Dev.
I just don't like him. That's pretty much it. I see him and Jordan Lloyd fan fighting on the blog page about meeting up and beating the shit out of each other, but other than that, I don't really know anything about him. So yeah.
Let me beat the shit out of each other.
What?
Okay, so ignore the thunder in the background. It's storming here, but okay, so now on to Ben, my personal favorite out of the cast. I really want to see him go far, although I don't feel like he's going to.
Is that 0412?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Kelly 0412.
Okay.
I really want to see him go far. He is my winner pick, which probably sounds psychotic because he's already saying that a lot of people hate him on the cast, so I feel like he could easily be a first target because he's caused us a shit ton of drama. But I really want to see him go far, so I mean he can get money for his autistic dog. Okay, so now on to Adam.
I've played games with Ben before, and he definitely plays an interesting game. But he's really good at talking to people. Honestly, people think of him as sort of a yeller and a screamer, but I mean it's true. But he's really good at being able to yell and scream at people and actually get them to do what he wants.
That's very true. Okay, now on to Eli.
I enjoyed this video. It's really funny. Ben, I don't know, the way he plays games is like he's really aggressive. Like if he's like with 4 or 5 people, he would stay with them and then he would like talk shit about everyone else. And in Survivor, you can't really do that. So I hope he doesn't do that this game.
Okay, now on to Connor.
First of all, why are we trying to cure dog autism? Can we not cure dog autism and human autism? Because like I'd like to be cured too. Hello, people. Anyway, I think, well, gosh, I think, did everyone just drop or something? Anyway, what's his name? Ben. I think he's very high strung and very big personality, and that could hurt him. But I think he could also use that and do well. I think my prediction for him is he'll make it to a swap and then be booted out of the swap. But I like him and I hope he does well.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely probably the biggest personality on this cast. Okay, and not Dev rejoined. Dev, your opinion on Ben?
Who the fuck kicked me?
No.
Like 3 of us crashed.
Okay. Who are we on?
Ben, Kelly 0412.
Oh, Yeah, I like Kelly, but I mean, he can kind of be psycho too. So, but I feel like you can't take all the psychos out pre-merge. So I think he'll make it. I think he'll make it to merge. To be honest, I hope he does though. That's it.
Okay, and now on to Petro. I think that's how I say his name. I hope I'm right.
Wait, he got casted? I'm done.
No,
Yeah,
Petro is in Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah, Ravenclaw, not the other Petro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not Dark Petro. Okay, so I'm really rooting for him because he's from South America, and my mom moved from South America in like 2000. So because he's from South America, besides that, I don't really have like a different opinion on him. I feel like I've played games with people from like South America before, and I feel like sometimes they're really good, but sometimes they get like second boot because people start to like think like, I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people are going to underestimate him because he's from South America. But I really want to see him go far, and if he wins, then I'll be happy. I'm really rooting for him. So now on to Adam.
Really thought that his intro video was kind of boring. The only thing that was even remote saying that he doesn't plan to use multis in this game. But other than that, he was really cookie cutter, boring. Just I would like to see him do well. I don't really know, but he really was boring.
Okay, now on to Eli.
Oh yeah, I don't really know him. For some reason, I don't see him going far. I feel like he's gonna be one of the first boots.
I can see that. I hope he isn't though. Okay,
He
now
kind
on to
of gives me.
Connor. Wait, hold on. Continue.
For some reason, he kind of gives me Kieran vibes.
He kind of reminds me of Gerardo M13, if y'all know who that is. But I mean, yeah. Now on to Connor.
I actually liked him. I thought he was kind of funny. I guess that means I have bad taste. I don't know. I don't care. I liked him, but I don't know like where in South America he's from. But I don't know about time zones. But like I know like a certain challenges you have to be live, and time zones can be an issue. Same for possibly him and the people from England. We also have to factor in that because if they're not able to be on at like 3 o'clock in the morning, that could also be a problem. But I liked him. He was entertaining to me. I was entertained.
South America.
No, I think South America is like the same
us,
time zone.
So they would have the same time zones as we would have.
He's
I
from
felt
Brazil,
geography,
so I feel
guys.
like I think he's either like Central or Eastern time zone, but
He's probably an hour ahead of Eastern.
He lives in
Brazil.
Brazil.
Or something like that. It depends on what part of Brazil he lives in. So it's like
Okay, my turn.
Okay, on
Okay, Dev, go.
I'm actually gonna defend him because you didn't like say bad stuff, but you don't think he'll do good. I posted a blog when I was hosting the Skype game and was like, who wants to play? And he commented randomly. So I just added him because I was like, sure, it's an extra person. He'll be like one of the first ones out. Don't care. And he ended up getting third. And if he made it to the end, he was going to win the whole thing. But it was a cast full of 10 gagers that knew each other. So I was kind of shook that he made it so far. So I don't know. I think he'll be underestimated. And I really think he'll make it far, honestly.
Yeah, I hope he makes it far. I'm honestly rooting for him. Okay, now on to Hunter Eugene. I mean, the last Hunter we had got second boot, so I really hope he doesn't. I see him play stars a lot, and I always see him make it to the end. I always see him go far in like every game I play with him. So I really do think he'll be making it really far. I feel like he's definitely making merge, and he probably will make like. I feel like he has a really great chance to make it to the end because games I've played with him, he's an amazing game player. So, I mean, yeah, I'll be rooting for him, and I really feel like he's going to make it to the end. Okay, so on to Adam.
He kind of reminds me of Eli. I feel like he'll do decently well, and then in the end, he won't end up winning. Oops. But I'm rooting for him because he really is smart. He's a good strategist, and he's good at the game. Like you said, he gets far in a lot of games he plays. So I think he's definitely going to be someone that people are looking out for to try and get out. But I do feel like he'll be able to make it far, even though that's going to happen.
Okay, on to Eli.
mean when he's gonna get robbed like me. Yes, every week.
Bitch,
So I
you
give
weren't
him an
robbed.
assessment. Shut up, though. He joins stars every week, and like every single time. Yeah, he's good at the game. I think he will go far. But like Adam said, he'll probably get like fourth or fifth somewhere around there.
Okay, on to Connor.
He's your all-American boy from Texas. He likes sports and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of bored. I think he'll do well. I mean, he'll fit in obviously, and he'll probably make it far. I mean, I like him, but I just don't know what entertainment he'll actually bring to the game. But I hope he brings something good.
Okay, and on to Dad.
I don't really know. I only knew him from when he was a King Mac pedal follower, and then lately the only thing I've known about him is he sends nudes to everybody and their mother. So I feel like I've been personal with all these assessments rather than strategic, but this is just how I feel. I don't know. He'll probably do well though.
Did he send him to you?
Not yet.
Okay, can y'all hear me? Because my thing.
Yes,
okay,
we can. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so now on to Kendra. Kendra, her video made me cringe a hell of a lot, and she's probably at like the bottom of my rankings. No,
Who the fuck's
like no
Kendra?
offense. She's like a redhead recruit.
Oh, great.
I mean, no offense to her, like personally, but I mean, like her video just really made me cringe, and I feel like she can be easily an early boot. So on to Adam.
Just like Cheyenne, I do know Kendra as well, and I know that Kendra does orgs on Facebook, so she does know the game, and I think that a lot of people are gonna. I think that she's definitely gonna be a wild card because of the unknown factor about her. Because I mean, with some of the other people we've had in past seasons that have been recruits and people like who aren't known, like they're young and they don't know the game as well, but she's sort of older and she does know the game, so I feel like that's going to help her to not be someone who necessarily flopped like Christina.
Okay,
Yes.
on to Eli.
Well, at first I was gonna say she probably doesn't know how to play, but Adam said she plays org, so I guess she does. I don't know. I see her. I see her getting like for some reason. Like I feel like she'll get a majority, and then she'll be targeted like right away at merge. I don't know why.
Okay, on to Connor.
She's probably she's boring to me. I'll say that, but I think she'll be first boot. I mean, that may be an unpopular opinion, but I see just her being on a tribe, one of the only girls with a bunch of like guys, and they're just gonna vote her out, easy vote. And I just see that happening. I hope she can do well and surprise some people, but that's just what I see.
Okay, on to Deb.
I have no clue who she is, so if Ashley hates her, I hate her too. And that's it.
Yeah, I don't hate her personally, but her video just made me cringe really hard. And
Me when Ashley hates
probably my
girls.
least favorite as of now.
Whatever. If Ashley
She's a-
cringes, I
Ashley's a
cringe
woman
too.
hater. She doesn't like anyone who is a female.
She's a
Ashley,
woman
girl
hater.
hater. She's the next Jessica. I'm the
women.
father.
She's
Hey.
allergic to estrogen.
Yeah, I hate women. Okay. On to Timmy, me Duncan. I don't know him that well. I was on a call with him like one time, and he seemed to be. He was like a nice person, and I played a Skype game with him too. But like, he didn't go far in the game. He didn't really seem to like do much. He kind of floated. So, I mean, I don't really. I feel like he can make merge, but he might be like sheeping somebody. I feel like he might be like one of the sheeps this season, but I don't know for sure. So on to Adam.
I've played games with him before, and he's really loyal to the people he works with, and I think that's going to work out good for him because he won't be seen as someone who needs to be taken out. Like whoever he's working with will, and I think that'll help him because he's never gonna pop up as someone who will be a big threat, but he will be.
Okay, on to Eli.
It's Timmy, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Medunkin.
Okay, I like Timmy. He's really good at being the leader of a group, which is good and bad. It's bad because if the other side's gonna target someone, it's gonna be him first. So I feel like if he can avoid that, he can go really
Oh,
far.
I feel that.
Okay, on to Connor.
Timmy, I see him doing well. I think he'll get in a group and go and do well. But for me, like he probably isn't the person I get along with. But I think he'll definitely add some entertainment, and that's what I'm looking for. And that's all I really want. So.
All right, and now on to Dev.
Who is it? Is it me, Duncan? I don't know any other
Yes.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't like him either because one time I was doing a Survivor comp and he purposely tried to Skype call me so I'd fuck up and it worked. So he can fuck off and I hope he gets first boot. And Eli knows exactly what I'm talking about.
That's called strategy.
It's called he can fuck off.
Okay, so now on to Montana. I don't really know him. I know I know a lot of people who do know him, and I feel like he's going to go far. I feel like he can be like a good game player. I don't really know him well. Like a lot, I don't know. I feel like he's kind of like rising popularity on 10 gauge because I hear about him sometimes. I feel like he's going to end up going far in the game, and I don't know. I feel like he does have the potential to win. So on to Adam.
I feel like Montana's gonna be either the Daniel or the Jonathan of the season. He's either gonna be an extremely good player who gets a lot of people to listen to him. He's gonna be able to organize a group, or he's gonna be like Jonathan and kind of just slide by, not really talk to people, kind of just try and expect to get far just because of who he is on 10 gauge. But so I think that he could go either way, although I am
Okay, well, the call.
Why does this keep happening?
I don't know. Okay, Adam, you can continue.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, you can continue.
Me being dropped.
Hello.
We all dropped. I don't know why it drops us so much. We can hear you. You can continue.
Hello.
Me at the lag.
Are you able?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Kind of. My phone's at 5% and my friend is not back, so if I drop, you know what the T is, so.
T.
Okay, so, I mean, should I just skip over Adam?
It's like my grandpa's trying to tell stories.
Yeah, just go back to him if he fixes his shit.
Okay, so now on to Eli.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, you can go.
Okay, I don't know where I cut off last time, but I'm just gonna say, like I said, he'll either be Jonathan or Daniel. He'll either be a leader or he'll be a follower. And I think that he's gonna try and make sure that he doesn't have the same legacy as some of his friends who have played. So I think he's really gonna try hard. At least I hope he does, because he is good at the game. That's all.
Okay, now on to Eli.
Yeah, I do see him going really far, but I feel like he's gonna be one of those people that just goes with the flow, I guess. I don't know. I don't see him being the ringleader or anything. So yeah.
Okay, now Connor.
A guy named Montana from South Dakota. Where do you find these people? I think he'll get with a solid guys alliance. ride that out to like close to the merge, and then I see him like just being kind of a follower and just getting booted off. But I hope that he does more than what we think he will. I hope he wants to play a massive strategic game, and that'll be hopefully good for him.
Well, considering there's only 4 girls, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of male alliances. So
Yeah, but he's like a flaming homo, so I think he's gonna try to align with the girls. But
okay, so yeah, now on to Dev. So
yeah, I don't like him. Like I haven't liked the other 8 people, but I don't really have anything to say. You're trash, and hopefully you get second boot right after me, Duncan.
okay, now on to Eli, Skylord, the new Eli. So
I'm wigged.
No one calls him Eli. That's so fucking stupid.
I know, it's so weird. I don't know. I call him Skylord a lot.
Actually, people have been calling him that a lot lately.
That's his name. His name's
I
Elijah.
hear a lot of people call him like
call him
Elijah.
Eli.
Yeah,
His name's
Elijah. You're right. That is...
not.
Okay, so
You mad or not?
A little bit.
Okay, so
A little bit.
yeah, I usually call him Skylord, so I mean but I guess I'll call him Eli. So I don't expect him to go far as the Eli on this assessment. I don't expect that at all. I feel like he's also a larger personality because I've played games with him before. He definitely can be a large personality, and I feel like he can either go really far with his large personality, or he'll be like or he can be like right before merge boot, like Halloween was, or something like that. So now on to Adam.
Oh, Eli. He's a very interesting person. I've known him for like 4 years now. I've known him since he was gender faking as a girl named Skylar. And he's very good at, making people believe him. Like he got one of his friends to go on cam for him and act as a girl, just so people wouldn't think he was a female, or so people wouldn't think he was a man. But he's very good at getting people to listen to him. He's very good at playing all the sides of the house, or the tribe, I should say. And I think that's either going to work out very well for him or not so well. I think that he's definitely going to be a strong force to be reckoned with. So he's either going to be right in the beginning or right before merge. And if it isn't one of those two, I see him getting to the end.
Okay, so now on to Eli.
Oh yeah, don't end games. I don't know, but institute size to him. There's one he's actually good and he actually makes moves and stuff. And then the other side where and I feel like if he go really far, he's
All right, and now on to Connor.
First of all, mad props to this guy for actually shouting out the season 1. He watched season 1, which is a big, I think that's good for him because he knows about T-Vivor. For me, this guy seems like a hybrid of like, he's got the personality and kind of. What was that? Oh.
So what the fuck is a hybrid?
I was getting there. Like a mix.
Oh.
He's got like the personality of like a Darius from my season, who was nice, but at times he was kind of outgoing and can argue with you if he needs to. But I feel like he's got that strategic sense as Deshaun, and that he knows what he needs to do. And I think that he can go pretty far. My worry with him is the fact that I think people will catch on to his game when it comes to the merge. I think he'll get out like 8th or something.
Okay. My phone's at 1%, so let me just spill this out real quick. I love him, but he's also psycho. And no, him and Darius are best friends. I don't know if you knew that. But, yeah, I think he can go far. And I really do think he's going to, even though he's crazy. So, yeah, that's it. And my phone's probably going to die, so. Next.
Okay, so JQ. I don't really see him getting far. I just don't really like. I feel like he's one of those people that usually gets like 17th or 16th So I kind of expect that from him, but if he goes farther, then congrats to him. I mean, I guess. I don't really know him well, so. Now on to Adam.
He was another person who I thought had a very, very boring introduction video, and it's kind of sad to see because his interview to get actually casted was really funny, and I really liked him. But I think that he definitely knows how to play, just like a lot of people here know how to play. And I think that he needs to try and work on some social skills, I guess you could say, to get far.
Okay, on to Eli.
Yeah, like Adam said, I feel like he's one of the few people who I don't know. I feel like he'll get targeted really early though, because people will catch on to that. But good luck to him.
Okay, on to Connor.
First of all, this guy is 6'6". I'm 6'5", and I run into ceiling fans all the time. That must be a pain. And I think a side note, but I think in terms of gameplay, I could see him getting early boot, but I could also see him going decently far. I don't know. I don't really know much about him, so I'm excited to see what he's got to offer.
Okay, and Dev, if you're still here, then.
Yeah, who is it? Jake? What's his name?
JQ.
JQ.
JQ. Oh, they. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really know him, but I don't know what to say. I don't know him, but I do think he'll go far though. I don't think he'll be a target at all. That's it.
Okay, and now on to Rhett, who's been one of my closest friends since like October, so this is probably gonna be biased as well. I mean, I hope he gets 4th place because I have a record of giving him 4th place in about like 50 different games, so I hope somebody else gives him 4th place this time on T-Vivor 4. But I hope he goes far. Mainly biased because we're friends. His video was very cringy. We were screen sharing it at the time. It was very cringy. So yeah, I'll be rooting for him, but I do hope he gets 4th place or he gets a lower placement than me. That way he's not like bragging about it all the time. So one or the other, but yeah, I'll be rooting for him. So now on to Adam.
I actually, sort of like Ashley, I'm friends with Rhett. I haven't been friends with Rhett for as long as Ashley has, but I am friends with him, and I really think that his introduction video, it seemed way more like an actual like kind of Survivor type introduction video, which was kind of interesting to see because you really don't see that. But I think he's going to have to downplay a lot of his strengths because people will see him as a threat due to it. Like I said, I'm rooting for him, kind of biased because we're friends, but still I'm rooting for him, and I think he has what it takes to go all the way.
Okay, now on to Eli.
I like Ray. He said he was gonna play the same way I did, which don't do that. But I like him. I do think people will see him as a threat, though. I don't know, for some reason.
True. Now on to Connor.
So I'm unbiased because I don't really know him, but this guy had my favorite intro video. I mean, for some reason, I just gravitated toward his intro video. I think he's very personable. I think it's going to work in his favor. If I have like a prediction to win at this point, I think it'd probably be him because I think he can place really well in this cast. People won't necessarily look to him to target, and he can work the strings and get himself further, and I think he could win.
God, no, I'd never hear the end of it if he won. Now on to Dev, if he's still here. Yeah, he is.
Okay, who is it?
Rhett,
Garrett Auckland.
Oh God. I don't know. I don't know how he plays game. Oh, I did play one Skype game with him, and he slayed me at the end. So I really don't know. He might do good. He might not. You guys know him better, so I can't put my input on him. But I like him as a person. So yeah.
Okay, so now on to Tanner. I only really see him like talking. Like I never see him like separated from Ashley D. Like I always see him like around her, where it's in like a game or something. I've never played a game like without her, so it's going.
That's his master.
Yeah, basically. So I'm gonna be interested to see how he plays without her because I never have seen that before. And I'm going to be generally interested in how he plays. I feel like he's going to be a larger personality, and we need more entertainment. Some considering some of these people are very boring. So yeah, now on to Adam, and he dropped. So now on to Eli.
Oh, he's back.
Okay, so I
Adam,
guess
you can
Adam.
go.
I really was pretty far, but I'm not sure how well he will do with this sort of cast. Like I said, I think he has far, but I hope he does go far. Something funny. He says he's 15, and he said he's 16 for like the past 4 years. So like,
Okay, so now on to Eli.
Oh, did he finish?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, I like Tanner. He's really funny, but I feel like he gives off that like I don't care attitude, and I think people will like vote him out because of that. Because they're just gonna be like, oh, like he's not gonna try. Let's get him out. So yeah, if he wants to go far, he needs to try and put effort.
Okay, and now on to Connor.
This is the type of kid that would throw me into like a locker at school. I don't like him. He just seems like the very,
He's
I'm
so
a
wimp.
white
How would he throw you in a locker?
He's a personality. He's like, I'm a white rapper. See, I don't care about Jack. I'm like, come on, dude. Come on, do better. Read, do something. Be
I'm here for
a
Connor
Johnny
kicking
or
his
something.
ass.
I'm weak, bro. Look at these arms, spaghetti.
Oh God.
Okay, my wig is gone after
You don't gotta be strong.
My
You just
wig
gotta
is,
be
like,
psycho.
officially gone.
Me when Dev dated him.
Okay, so now on to Dev.
Shut up, Eli. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna ask Ashley. Gonna coach him in a sense, like she does with everything. She changes his diapers. She bottle when he needs it. So I don't know. I just feel like she's gonna do a lot of the strategizing for him, to be honest. And that's no shade to him. Like good for you. Do what you want to do. But I don't think he's really that strategic in himself. Yeah, that's
Okay, so Glenn is back. So
God. I'm being
Glenn,
so
we're on
shady.
Tanner. Okay, so we're on Tanner. So Glenn, if you want to give your opinion on Tanner now.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to go through a tribal or explosive one. Anyways, Tanner, right?
that would
Okay.
be correct.
Tanner
Yeah.
is such a trans. Like him. That's disgusting. Of the stuff
Oh,
he
God.
says.
Why would you say he's transphobic?
Because of this thing he said about hermaphrodites, like that's not cool. That's wrong.
The fuck is that?
I didn't know what it was before I watched the video. Apparently, it's someone with two genitalia. I didn't know that.
It is.
Damn, I wish I
and
had a pussy and a dick.
it's quite offensive in my book. And
He literally I wouldn't say he's a transphobe, but you can have your.
I think he
Yeah.
just makes inappropriate jokes, but I don't think he really gives a fuck what you are.
He's a white rapper. What do you
Exactly.
expect?
So Tanner can go pop a squat into first boot.
Ooh. I would not be shocked, and that's not being shady.
Yeah, I wouldn't really be shocked either, but I want to see. I'm excited to see how he plays without Ashley D because I've never seen that before. So now, yeah, honestly. So now on to Jay, or I'm gonna call her Jordan because that's how I know her by. So, I mean, the last I've seen of her is like VMR where she quit. So, like, I don't expect her to go far. I expect her to be like the Rose or who quits the season like in the middle of merge because she gets too like I don't know, but
stressed out.
I kind of expect her to quit, and don't really have I don't really see her doing like well, even if she doesn't quit. I don't see her making it to the end or anything. So yeah, now on to Adam.
I really like Jordan. I think that, or Jay, I think that um, they have a really good shot of making it far just due to the fact that people aren't going to think that she's very good, or maybe due to the fact that people think that she's so like why not keep someone who's going to quit longer because they'll quit. But I'm rooting for her to persevere and to not quit and not give up. And I really liked her intro video as well.
Okay, so on to Eli.
I don't mind her. I feel like she's gonna be one of those players that like it's like anyone but me type things where she would just like slide by each round.
Yes, Sandra.
She's like in final five. Like I feel like that's gonna be her.
All right. Now on to
Kinda like Leia.
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't really doubt that.
Ooh,
So,
yeah, and then win.
on to, yeah. Okay, so on to Connor.
If you want some true tea about the Rose quitting, everyone says, I made Rose quit, I made Rose quit. No. Me and Billy made Rose quit because she added a bunch of people to this alliance and then we got mad at her. So, yeah, that's the true tea. Anyway, Jay, I actually thought she was 11. I'm not trying to be mean, but she looks 11. I don't know how she's 15, but, you know, you do you. But I feel like you said she has a past with quitting. I haven't seen that. I feel like she'll be either an early boot or she'll kind of give it the majority, kind of coast, and they'll kick her out like final 6 or 7.
Like we should have done with Leia. Ooh.
Oh.
I tried to
I
get her out.
mean, you wanted her at finals, right, Dev?
Eli, shut
Where's the popcorn?
your ass up.
I tried to vote her out, but y'all wanted to vote me out instead. So
The only reason she won is because Billy needed his iconic T-Vivor moment and flipped the jury like a moron.
That's the tea. That's the tea.
He wanted to make a move in Jerry.
Jurymove.com.
That's the tea.
Who makes a move in jury? That's like so. Okay, now on to Dev.
Who is she? Like, what's her 10 gauge?
Jordan Baby XO.
She's like 7. Just
Did
kidding.
not like play VMR 2 and quit.
Jordan
After Eddie
Baby
got
XOXO.
Okay,
After her closest
okay,
round got
first
voted
of
off,
First of all, bitch. No, but seriously, I do not like him. Or I'm not being rude. I genuinely don't know. I'm being serious. I don't know. So
It's
I don't know what to. Okay, well I don't know what to tell you. I don't fucking keep up with that shit. So I don't like them. How about that? So people don't need to call me transphobic because I don't give a fuck what you are. I just don't like you. That's all. That's the tea. You're trash.
Wig. Stop.
Okay. Now on to Connor. Or not Connor. Wait. Glenn. Yeah, it's Glenn now. I'm completely
All right,
losing
so
track.
what are you talking about?
Jordan Baby.
Jordan Baby? Or Jay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Jay comes off as if she's like so much similar to like Leia. Like I really don't like Jay.
That's
I
not
have
a
this
good perception.
Yeah, Jay is gonna turn out to be a cunt.
Oh.
That's straight up.
I already am not going to like Jay already. Like, sorry, Jay, but cunts get cut. That's my perception.
What's the perception? What's the perception? That's not a word.
That's my perception.
That's your job.
Okay, so now to last, but definitely not least, Ninjon. I'm for sure rooting for him. Ninjon is a really big character, and he's I feel like I played You Decide with him, and he was like kind of. I feel like he's easy to assume things. Like I don't know. I feel like like in You Decide he kind of like targeted me, but like he didn't really like. I don't know. He like lied. Like I think he like makes up lies quite easily, and sometimes that'll get him targeted. But I really do hope to see him go far because Ninjon is one of
Hold on.
my favorite people in this cast. So
Hold on.
I hope he goes far. Okay, so
I'm doing something.
now into
Glenn,
Okay,
can you
well, go on
mute?
Hold
You're
on.
doing something.
okay.
All right, hold on.
Go on
Your
mute,
fucking,
Glenn.
we your fucking wig-headed ass.
Is he putting on? I can bet he's
Okay,
putting
there.
on a
He's
scarf.
on mute. I will go now. Who? Ninjan.
Tyler?
Oh, I love Nin. Like he's an angel, but he comes off. The problem with Nin is he comes off. So the fact that he is so sweet and like nice, and has like a good amount of a little bit of being shadiness, that people think it's all a facade when really it's not. And I think that can be his downfall because, like Ashley said, he's very quick to assume things not work out for him because he'll do things that aren't the best for him, that are the best for other people, but people will be able to make him believe that it's the best for him. Although he is in my like top 3 support, and so I really hope he goes far, and I kind of expect him to either go far or go home early, just due to the fact that he is really trying to make himself known and to be iconic. But that's just how he is as a person. The end.
Yeah. Okay, so now to Eli.
Yeah, I like Nin, but like Adam said, he's gonna go home early. Like there's no middle for him. I feel like him talk would get him in trouble. Like he talks a lot. I feel like people are gonna target him for that.
I can kind of see him like Brandon, where Brandon talked a lot, so a lot of people were like, I don't know, a lot of people want him out, even though it's like he's really nice. I feel like I can see that happening to Ninjon.
Yeah. Me too.
Now on to Connor.
Isn't he like a space guardian or something? Like he said, like I guard space and stuff. I don't know. I think he stands out, which for me as entertainment, that's awesome. I like people that aren't just going to be bland, boring piece of white toast with butter. As terms of gameplay, I think I could see him either being an early boot, but I think I think he'll actually go possibly top 6, 7, 8 in the a merge setting, because I think he's got the strategy that he needs, and I think he's strategic. I think he'll use everything he's got to work in his favor.
Okay, and now on to Dev.
Okay, honestly, I agree that he's either going to be one of the first boots, but people might think this is gas, but if he's not one of the first boots, I could see him playing one of the best games like ever, because when I've ever seen him play games, I don't say this about many people literally, but he's so strategically smart. Like I remember one time I played a Big Brother Skype game. There was like 16 people. He won the Skype game, and then the person hosted again. It was probably Corey Ant or some whack ass person. Survivor with the same people, it was the same people, and he won that game in the same night. Like I don't know, people just seem to really trust him and his word. I don't know. I think he could win the whole game. That'd probably be my winner pick. And he asked, it's funny because he PM'd me and he's like, do you have any advice for my friend that's going to be on T-Vivor? So I was like, didn't know it was him, so he shook me there. But yeah, I really think he'll win the whole game if he doesn't go within the first few boots.
I'd love to see him win. He's very entertaining. So
I
now
love
to Glenn.
If he wins, it's a great season.
Okay, so is Glenn here?
I think anyone could win and it'd be better than season 3. Oop.
I love Queen Leia.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting. I love her too, but let's be honest.
I voted for her to win because she.
I didn't.
Oh god, please can we not talk about this?
Dev,
Yeah.
you were the one who messed it up by voting for Lauren.
No, who messed it up was Billy's dumb ass by trying to flip a jury. Who does that?
Well,
True.
high key, he was only trying to make the vote tie. But anyways, let's not talk about this now. Moving on.
Idiot, that's good. So next.
Okay, so
Glenn, you may
It's
speak.
Glenn-
My
Is
opinion
Glenn
on
here?
Ninjon.
Is Glenjamin Lori Beth Torres here?
Okay, Glenn, your opinion on Ninjon?
What can I say about Ninjon? Other than
Whatever you want.
Other than he's a queen.
Oh god.
Queen of the RuPaul Drag Race stuff. I just love him because he's hilarious, and I like whenever he hosts and he makes his voice. He's like, "Yeah, do." I'm like, "Oh, that is hilarious."
Do not try to mock.
I love Ninja. He is an icon. He's probably gonna be like me, Eric, and Halloween. He's gonna get like 6th-episode boot because of how too iconic he is for everyone's own good. Everyone's like,
I don't
don't
think
be
any of the
pushing
people you
hardcore.
just listed were iconic, but
Yeah, I would have to agree with that statement.
Glenn, well, he was
People got
alright,
on not due to them being.
I mean, Glenn made an iconic moment, but he's not iconic. Same with Eric and Halloween. Anyways,
I'm
Okay.
iconic.
okay.
Just kidding.
Okay, so that's
Don't
basically
cry,
it.
Glenn,
But
don't
Ninja needs to win. Ninja, please win.
Okay, so
your
Your
30
winner
seconds
pick?
now
is up.
Okay, so to conclude this, I guess we can all say who we want to see win and who we think is gonna win. So I guess I'll start. I want to see, but I think so. I feel like somebody like. I feel like somebody like I don't really know who I think could win. Honestly, I feel like Montana could win definitely. Someone like that.
Never.
So, Adam.
I would absolutely love to see Ken, to see Rhett win. I'd love to see Nin win. The person who I think is gonna win is probably gonna be Nin if he makes it far enough pre-merge phase, or it's gonna be someone like Timmy or Jimmy, one of the bland straight white people. Well,
Oh, yeah, Hunter as well. Hunter for sure, I think.
Hunter,
win.
yeah, Hunter's the one I'm really looking out for. But the
Okay.
others, I feel like they'll just win because they're white bread, Wonder Bread.
Okay, so now Eli.
I want Patricia to win because I think that would be.
Oh, I
really
forgot
funny.
about that scene. I'd love her to win too. Yes.
But I think BB Firelover will win.
Oh god,
That's my first pick.
bad season.
Okay. So now on to Connor.
Personally, for me, I'd love to see Ojani win. I think that's how you say his name. I'm bad with English. But I think it'd be hilarious if he ended up winning and just like everyone and him sitting in the final and just win. That'd be awesome for me, and it'd be a great season. Who do I think will win? Like I said, I think my winner pick is what's his name? Rhett.
God, if Rhett won, I'd never hear the end of it. Okay, so.
I know we wouldn't.
Well, that's how it was gonna be with me. But
Yeah, but Rhett would be horrible if I had to hear that end of that. Okay, so now on to Dev.
I want Patricia to win. God, what a fucking icon. But like, I genuinely she could float the whole way and greatest winner ever. But I want her to win, but I 100% am gonna say Ninjon is gonna win.
Okay, and now Glenn.
Who I want to win? That's hard because
Someone's
so
hot
many
pockets
good
are done.
Well, I mean, you just did gas someone up for 3.5 minutes, so.
But then again,
You were like, please, Nin, please win. So I think we know who you want to win next.
want like Ninja to win, but who I think is going to win is that weird yoga hippie dude.
I have a headache.
Jacob?
I love Jacob.
I would
Yes.
love Jacob.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I really
and by the
love
way,
him
I
too.
forgot to make a comment on Snowflake. His name matches his personality. He's gonna be offended by everyone, and he's gonna be triggered and quit.
He's His was my favorite. His was my favorite video by far.
Sorry, Corey and ripoff.
Okay, so yeah, so basically that's it, and I'll end the broadcast.